would you look at that? We're sitting here in Caldera, ladies and gentlemen. I know. Good old Expel taking it back to Caldera because he hates Warzone 2. Well, actually, that's not really the case. We're actually here because I wanted to have a discussion about why I think Warzone 2 is better. I know that that's not the popular opinion. A lot of people are upset with that, but I think the big thing is, and I'll come out and say it right here, it's not that overall it has the things that it needs. It's that the bones of the game. Okay. First of all, I died just as fast as I would in Warzone 2 right there. I just want to say. Anyway, it's that the bones of the game are just so much better. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the big thing, is that people don't realize it, but it just doesn't feel good to be back on Warzone 1. In my opinion, look, hey, I know everybody's got their own opinion, and I know someone's gonna hop in the comments and get all mad. That's weird. That's a weird thing to do, man. Why you gotta bring your emotions into it? No, the game is so much better. Look at yourself. You didn't even think about it. You know what you did? You had an emotional trip on the good times you had back in Verdansk. That's what it is. You thinking back to good old COVID, good old 2020. You think about all the good times you had with your friends. And the truth is, this game overall, the only thing that's missing, in my personal opinion, that would make Warzone 2 better are a lot of the quality of life updates. Obviously a 1v1 gulag, because good lord, it's getting rough out there. There's not too much. I feel like the time to kill is pretty good. They could bump it to like 50 points more on Warzone 2. And I wouldn't be upset. Really, I think most of it's fine. Warzone 1 just doesn't feel good. Like, it's a little clunky, you know? Like, don't get me wrong. Fluidity-wise, you can run through and you can pick things up off the ground and stuff like that, and it's very quick. You can do it while plating, which I definitely think needs a change in Warzone 2. I shouldn't have to fully plate before I can grab something out of a bag. That's whack. That's super weird. If that's even a thing. Why does it take me an hour to loot somebody's bag? Why am I getting stuck in people's bags? Stuff like that. These are things that should be changed. It's kind of obvious. But the big thing is whether or not Warzone 2 is better than Warzone 1. And if we're talking strictly based on the way the game runs, the bones of the game, I gotta say, man, I'm sticking with Warzone 2 on this. But quality of life wise, Warzone 1 like knocks it out of the park. That doesn't mean that it's better. And I think once we get these quality of life updates, it's going to be so much better than Warzone 1 ever was. And it's going to have an opportunity for a lifespan that Warzone 1 couldn't have had because it wasn't built to have a long lifespan. Warzone 1 was built by Infinity Ward and then taken over by Raven very late in the game. Warzone 2 was built by Infinity Ward the second that they left Warzone 1, which, let's be honest, Warzone 1 was in a terrible state thanks to Infinity Ward. Raven Software knocked it out of the park. Other than the health thing, they just kind of started catering to sweats in that moment. This guy's gonna hop on that vehicle. Like a 9 out of 10 chance he hops on that car, right? Sights on target. And the pinging system. People want the pinging system back, and it's so weird. The pinging system in this, I can press the button and it takes like forever, man. It takes forever. I tag something in Warzone 2, it's like instantly tagged. The only issue is like the pinging system is a little whack. I think like there's a perfect medium where like it should be immediate and it shouldn't, you know, cover up everything whenever you ping like Warzone 2. But then in Warzone 1, like you ping and it takes like an hour, or it just doesn't ping in general. You know, like there's a lot of different things that are big problems. And while people want to say, yeah, but Warzone 2 is already dying. The player base is already left. The numbers we're pulling this from are Steam. Did you know that Steam wasn't even an option? Steam, the like platform for like buying games and stuff, it wasn't an option on Warzone 1. You couldn't get it. So there was no way to tell, because they're not going to tell us the numbers so that it, like the people that are, you know, giving them their money are not going to lower the amount of money they're giving them, you know? But yeah, I think the Souls experience in Warzone 1 is pretty meh. It's great that you have things like big game bounties so you can fight like the better players and stuff like that. But I'm just like constantly launching around. It's kind of boring, to be quite honest. If I'm going to give it to you straight, it is a little boring. You do get more eliminations, but it's just, it's so much. I mean, look at that.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
There's a guy nearby. He dropped over there. Man, I stunned that. Okay. You have fun with that, man. You have fun with that. I don't know why he's so angry. You know what, though? I will say almost every single time I die in Warzone 1, it's so frustrating. It is so frustrating. I don't know if it's like because it's like more hard fought or what, but good Lord, man, it just like, it feels like every time I die, I'm just so annoyed. But in Warzone 2, like I die, and the issue with Warzone 2 right now is that it takes forever to regain. It takes forever. They definitely need to fix that. They need some way to make it easier to regain. Whether that be like redeploy tokens or like gulag tokens or whatever, that needs to be changed. But in Warzone 1, when I die, like I just had all my stuff, I got everything, and then I die and it's like, God dang, dude, it's gonna take like forever to get all my stuff back. Or like the gulag, I swear, like running into the gulag and having random guns instead of just like pistols, I've never been a fan of that. Like, give me one gun type. I am a big fan of, you know what? I think that we should always get Desert Eagles in the gulag. And then it should be, you have one clip. And then you got to go whack people. You know what I'm saying? I thought I just saw someone over there.
Need recon.
Nope. Okay.
UAV beginning wild.
I don't know, man. I just think like it's frustrating because I know that everybody's favorite creators are like, man, this game sucks. But the reality is it like really just sucks for like the sweats, man. And don't get me wrong. I know that like there are people that are, that are not sweats, that are actually really not enjoying the game because of the fast time to kill. But at the same time, it's like on the opposite side, you are getting more eliminations. But that's not the like majority of people.
Dropping into the AO.
I gotta jump. I mean, look at me just knocking people out the sky in this game. There is no recoil on these weapons. And it is wild. How do we get away with no recoil on guns? You know what I'm saying? Like at least in Warzone 2, like the guns just kind of like actually have more recoil. It feels like it takes a little bit more skill to do that. And by the way, people keep saying there's no skill gap in Warzone 2, but as soon as they get rid of the RPK and the RAL, man, as soon as those guns get a nerf, I'm telling you, people are gonna be like, oh my God, the skill gap is being able to aim. And the people that can aim, mostly, you know, for pulling down and like being able to, you know, actually properly recoil control, mouse and keyboard, they're gonna pop off. But for being up close, it's gonna go back to the Warzone meta where having controller and having aim assist, specifically rotational, that's gonna be the meta over there. And I'm telling you right now, mark my words, the second that the RAL and the RPK get nerfed, the game's gonna change. It's gonna change immensely. And Warzone 1, it had its time, man. It had its time and it was fun at the beginning. But I think over time, it didn't evolve into something that I think was its best form. And I think the opportunity right now is there with Warzone 2, but they screwed themselves over because there were so many problems in Warzone 2 at the beginning that like everybody pretty much already left. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know that that's actually the case. Will you hit? I'm gonna fly this way. I don't want to get sniped. I just think there's been so many improvements, and if we sit there and act like the improvements weren't there because it's not Warzone 1, then it's just a weird thing to do. Yes, there are issues. There are big, big issues with the game, and they need to be fixed. There's so many. But this game also has so many things that were in the game since the beginning, and they never fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like, these rocks right here. Why can't I climb rocks? Like, just in general, like, these rocks down there. I wouldn't be able to climb them, man. I literally would not be able to climb them if I tried. Which is weird. I will say, man, I died like 7 times to that whenever I was playing with Pipe last night. And I was to the point where I was just about to lose my mind. Hit. Nice. These are the homie. Oh my god. I got food sitting outside and it's cold. I will say, you know, like, obviously I can still get on this game and pop off. It's like, it's just, it's built for me. You know, like, if you really think about it, the game is built for a player like me, someone that likes to rush. And it's because later on, like, the audience that was still here playing the game were the ones that were like super hardcore. So they wanted to cater to those players. I don't know. I've seen a lot from people like JGod and stuff like that, and I hate being in this situation where I have a differing opinion, because like I get absolutely just destroyed on Twitter whenever I disagree with someone. It's like to the point where it's like, oh my god, this is exhausting. Like, it's so exhausting to be a part of a community, especially on Twitter, where people just are so mad all the time. They are just so angry. It's exhausting, man. It really is. I feel bad for them. I feel bad that everyone's so mad about the game, because it's like, when I'm having fun, like, it makes me feel bad that everybody's not. Which sounds weird, because it's like, oh, just be happy that you're having fun. Well, like, I am, but like my friends, I wouldn't say necessarily friends, but like the people that I came up with are not having a good time, and that's kind of rough for me, man. I like seeing my friends succeed and have fun. So seeing everybody upset just kind of sucks. This has been kind of a downer video, but man, I don't know. It's just, this is Expel speaks today, you know? Expel speaks today.
UAV is out of fuel. Returning for resupply.
This is it. Beach. What? This guy is lost in the sauce. Solos are definitely better than quads, though. I will say that, man. I cannot deal with quads in this game. I tried to play duo quads with Pipe last night, and we picked up 2 randoms, and it's like, these guys were level 1000. These guys were level 1000. I was like, okay. About to get a little demon on my team, bro. We about to pop off out here. Hop in. These dudes were lost. I don't know if they got an unlock tool or what. Like, I don't know how it works in this game, but like, man, these guys, I could not get them to keep up for the life of me. I'm like, how'd you get to level 1000, bro? You couldn't afford Warzone 2? It's free for those of you that didn't get it. The game's free, so. I see this all the time in my comments. This is like one of my favorite comments. It's like, hey man, you know, like maybe I'll be able to like buy Warzone 2 for the holidays or something like that. I'm like, what if I told you, like, what if I told you this game's free? This game is free. That spells free. Creditreport.com, baby.
They monitor your credit and send you email alerts.
Oh, you know what I do have some issues with in Warzone 2? When I run someone over, and they don't die. Like I straight up run them over, hit them and everything, and oh, I messed up. I got it. What in Jason Statham's anus, dude? Oh my God.
Still here.
Woo! They're getting a little freaky, man. And to be clear, I want everybody to know, I understand the like outplayability in this game is like so much higher than Warzone 2. I get it. There's no way that guy's looking at me, right?
Target is down. Marvelous.
But I just don't think that that should be something we worry about. When the reality is it's less about that and more about the fact that people are still playing Warzone 2 like it's Warzone 1. And that is not it, man. You're not gonna get anything out of that. You can't be rushing all the time. Do I have $64,000? Imagine I hit that though. That could have been cool.
Gas is inbound.
I've been kind of holding on to this this redeploy balloon for such a long time. Definitely a dude underneath me. I don't know how I'm gonna. Oh, thank you. You are beautiful. Rookie brought the food. Let's go. And look, there's a likelihood I don't win this, and that's okay. I kind of actually expect not to win this because my past few solos have been losses. I have been struggling out here. Your boy needs a little help. I don't want to get shot out of the sky, but like. Okay. Got 64 grand. Hold up. Look at this quesadilla. Kind of feel bad for that, to be honest. Woo! There he is! Hey, we lose. We lose. Hey, good kill, baby. Good kill. I told you, man. I can't win this game to save my life. I don't know what it is, but I always like lose at the very end. Hey, GG's though. I mean, leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'm curious. What are you thinking about the game, man?